Thank you very much indeed. Hello, I'm Alexander Armstrong, and a very warm welcome to Pointless, the game where you are always aiming for the lowest score. Let's meet today's players. And couple number one.
Hi, I'm Ali, it's my friend Joe, and we're with students in Bristol.
Couple number two.
Hi, I'm Marie, this is my husband Clive, and we're from Caerphilly in South Wales.
Couple number three.
Hi, my name's Chris, this is my wife Lynn, and we're from Crowborough in East Sussex.
And finally, couple number four.
Hi, I'm Sam, and this is my boyfriend Thomas, and we live in London.
And these are today's contestants. Thank you very much, all of you. A very warm welcome to the show. Lovely to have you with us. That just leaves one more person for me to introduce. He's harder to read than a regional newspaper's website. It's my pointless friend. It's Richard.
Hiya. Hey, everybody. Good afternoon to you.
Again to you.
Ali and Joe, welcome back from the last show. The only returning pair got through to round two when David and Jenny got through to play for our jackpot. Now, the jackpot was getting pretty big.
It was.
And they played a round on snooker, which they knew about. So I will say one thing to all four of you, which is Xander is about to give you some very good news or some very bad news.
David and Jenny. Oh, I've got to keep the smile out of my... I'm sorry to say, they didn't win the jackpot last time, so we're adding another £1,000 to it. So today's jackpot starts off at £8,250. Any pair in front of me now might be taking that home with them at the end of the show. If everyone's ready, let's play Pointless. Just remember, it's always going to be the pair with the highest score at the end of each round that gets eliminated. Very best of luck to all four pairs. Our first category this afternoon is literature. Can you all decide in your pairs who's going to go first, who's going to go second? And whoever's going first, please step up to the podium. OK, and the question concerns Pulitzer Prize-winning novels. Richard.
Yeah, what a classy start to the
Nice.
show. On each board, we're going to show you the titles of 7 novels which have won the Pulitzer Prize for fiction. We've missed out the last word from each title. Can you tell us what these novels are called, please? 14 in all to guess at home. Good luck.
Thank you very much, Richard. Let's reveal our first board of 7 Pulitzer Prize-winning novels, and here they come. A Death in the F, James Agee. Rabbit is R, John Updike. Gone with the W, Margaret Mitchell. The Executioner's S, Norman Mailer. To Kill a M, Harper Lee. The Age of I, Edith Wharton. And The Old Man and the S, Ernest Hemingway. That's the hardest thing to read out for some reason.
It's weird to say to kill a M.
I know.
Isn't it?
It does. To Kill a M.
That's awkward.
I'll read those again, just the titles. A Death in the F. Rabbit is R, Gone with the W. The Executioner's S. To Kill a M. The Age of I. And The Old Man and the S. There we go. Right, Joe, welcome back. Round 2 last time.
Yep.
Not bad, and you had quite a low score as well.
Yeah, it was pretty respectable, I think.
It was pretty respectable. Now, Joe, remind us all about yourself.
So I've just graduated from Bristol University in economics and management, and I'm about to start a law conversion course.
Do you know what kind of law you're going to go into? Will you be a solicitor? Will you be a barrister?
I think I'm going to be a solicitor, but in terms of the area of law, I'm not sure yet. I'll wait until I've started practicing.
Wait until you've started that. OK.
Exactly.
Excellent. Good stuff. And what are your interests, Joe?
I'm a huge sports fan, so I play a lot of rugby, a lot of cricket, and when I'm not playing it, I tend to be watching it as well. Big football fan, too.
OK, very good. Now, Joe, this board, Pulitzer Prize-winning novels.
Yes. Literature isn't my strongest subject, but I think I know a couple of them up there. I think I'm going to say Gone with the Wind, Margaret Mitchell.
Gone with the Wind, says Joe. Let's see how many of our 100 people said Gone with the Wind. Wind is right. 86. It's a big score, that. But anyway, it's better than 100. Gone with the Wind.
Yeah, one in 1937. The film of it, which, of course, even more famous, 3 hours, 45 minutes long.
There we are. Thank you very much, Richard. OK, so, Marie.
Hi.
Welcome.
Hi.
Lovely to have you here from Caerphilly.
Yes.
Tell us all about yourself.
I'm Marie, and I'm a barmaid. I work in a very traditional local working man's club, which I love, and I love my customers. And, yeah, I love cooking, spending time with my family, reading.
Do you read Pulitzer Prize-winning novels?
No.
No? OK, Marie, what are you going to go for here?
I know a few, and very few, I think I'm going to go for the top one and say A Death in the Family.
Death in the Family, it says. Marie, family. Let's see how many of our 100 people got that. It's right. Well, 86 is the only score we have, and you passed that pretty substantially. 23 for Death in the Family. Very good.
One in 1958. Yeah, it was published 2 years after he died, so he won the Pulitzer Prize posthumously. So he never knew.
That's a shame. Thank you very much indeed, Richard. Now, Chris, welcome.
Thank you.
Good to have you here. Tell us all about yourself, Chris.
I'm a retired civil engineer. I'm working part-time at the moment as a driver-porter at a local orthopaedic hospital. So we do portering around the hospital, and we also bring people into the hospital who can't get in themselves.
How long have you been doing that?
2 years.
Did a friend of yours tell you about it, or how did you discover that?
Yes, my friend here told me about
Your
it.
friend Lynn. That's nice. Well, what a great thing to do. How much time do you spend doing that?
Probably about 2 or 3 days a week.
Very nice. And quite a nice gang of people there, I imagine.
Absolutely, yes. Very positive place, you know.
Very good. Well, I bet.
People coming in pain and going home feeling better, you know, so it's a really good place to work.
That's nice. Very good. OK, Chris, what are you going to go for on our board?
Tricky, but I'm going to go for the bottom one, The Old Man and the Sea.
The Old Man and the Sea, says Chris. Let's see how many of our 100 people went for the sea. Old Man and the Sea is right. 86 the high score, 23 the low, 35 is where you end up there. Not bad. Not bad at all.
Well played, Chris. Lovely start. Yeah, it's about an old man.
Yeah.
And it's about the sea.
OK. OK, I'm picturing a coastal setting.
Yes, it is. It's absolutely set by the coast, and the gentleman in question is an aged gentleman.
Elderly fella.
It's really, it's good stuff.
Excellent.
If those are the things that you like.
Who
if you
doesn't
like
that?
young people in a pond, this is not the book for you.
Yeah. I read the Young Man in a Field. Not for me. I didn't like that at all. I thought that was
To me, he was too
Disappointing
young,
read.
field too dry.
Yeah. Disappointing read.
That's my review. 2 stars.
Thank you, Rich. Now then, Thomas, welcome to Pointless. Tell us all about yourself, Thomas.
So, originally from Derry, but I came over for university in London, and I'm now working in London in the civil service.
In the civil service, and I know of old not to pry when people work for the civil service. Doesn't mean I'm not going to try. What did you do, Thomas? What did you do in the civil?
I couldn't possibly comment.
It just makes me want to know even more about the things he does. Thomas, when you're not doing your civil service things, what do you do? What do you get up to?
I enjoy sport. Big Arsenal fan. Actually live in the old Arsenal Stadium at Highbury.
Very nice.
Which was a very easy sell for the estate agent.
Yeah.
Also reading and watching TV when I can.
Well, here's fun, Thomas. You've got a board here that you can fill in for us. Look, 4 blanks there. We're looking for the missing words from these novel titles.
So there's 2. There's one which is a bit of a risk. I think it might possibly be The Age of Innocence. But to play it safe and hopefully Sam can rescue it, I'll go with To Kill a Mockingbird by Harper Lee.
OK, well, you've set yourself open there. The Age of Innocence you picked up, looked at, toyed with, put down, and picked up To Kill a Mockingbird. OK, let's put that to the test. Mockingbird. How many of our 100 people said that? To kill a M. That goes down to 75. Not bad.
I mean, it's a big old score. I mean, sometimes you've got to be brave. You know it's The Age of Innocence. In your brain, if you were sitting at home, you'd know it's The Age of Innocence. Of course it is. Would have scored you 21 points as well. I think you'd probably been pretty safe if you'd gone for it. Now, these other 2, The Executioner's Song, yeah, would have scored you 10 points. Now, John Updike wrote all sorts of books with this character, Rabbit.
Rich.
Rabbit is rich.
Rabbit is rich.
Yep. And that's the best answer on the board, 4 points, if you said that.
Thank you very much indeed, Richard. Well, we are halfway through the round. Let's have a quick look at those scores. 23, the best score of the past. Marie, very well done to you. Marie and Clive looking pretty strong. 35 is where we find Chris and Lynn. 75 is where we find Thomas and Samantha. And then up to 86, Joe and Ali, our returning pair. Ali, you're the last person to get a go at this next board. We've got to hope there's something nice on there that you know with a low score, so good luck. We're going to come back down the line. Will the second players please step up to the podium? OK, we're going to put 7 more Pulitzer Prize-winning novels up on the board with a missing word. And here they are. The Cane M, Herman Wouk. All the King's M, Robert Penn Warren. American P, Philip Roth. The colour P, Alice Walker. The magnificent A, Booth Tarkington. The grapes of W, John Steinbeck. And the shipping N, E, Annie Proulx. I'm going to read those all again. The cane M, All the Kings M, American P, the colour P, the magnificent A, the grapes of W, and the shipping N. There we are. Now, Samantha, welcome to the show.
Hi.
Lovely to have you here. Tell us all about yourself, Samantha.
Yeah, I'm originally from Canada, but now I live in London. I'm a recent university graduate, now work in marketing.
Very good indeed. Are you a wide reader, Samantha?
I do read a lot. I did a history degree, so most of my reading is non-fiction, but I think I can give this a go.
OK, good. What are you thinking you're going to go for?
Whew. I think I'm going to go for The Grapes of Wrath, John Steinbeck.
OK, The Grapes of Wrath for John Steinbeck. Let's see how many of our 100 people said that. You're not the highest scorers at the moment, but there is your red line, if it's helpful, just to see what context you're in. Wrath. Not bad. 59 takes your total up to 134.
Yeah, one in 1940, The Grapes of Wrath, set in the Great Depression of the 30s in the US.
Thank you very much indeed, Richard. Now, Lynn.
Hi.
Welcome. Tell us all about yourself, Lynn.
So I'm married to Chris, 36 years. Work in the same hospital as Chris, doing something different. I'm patient advisor. But I'm heading towards retirement. I'm trying to fill my life with interesting things.
What are the things you're going to fill it with,
So
Lynn?
I've got a little radio show on the local community station.
You say a little radio show. I should imagine
Well,
it's an enormous
it's
radio
drive
show.
time.
Very good indeed.
And I also do some film extra work.
Excellent.
Occasionally. I was
That's
in Winnie
quite
the
fun.
Pooh.
You're in Winnie the Pooh?
I'm in Winnie the Pooh.
Have you seen yourself?
Did you see myself briefly behind Ewan McGregor walking along a footbridge? It was worth 4 days.
Oh, that's fun, though. Now, Lynn, there you are. You're on 35, which means 98 or less gets you into the next round.
So I'm going to play it safe and say the colour purple.
The colour purple. There we are for the Alice Walker. Let's see how many of our 100 people said purple. There's your red line. Very well done. You are through to round 2. 74 is what it scores, but it gets you through, taking your total up to 109.
Yeah, the film of that received 11 Oscar nominations and won none at all. It's about the invention of the colour purple. It's about the guy who found it.
He was
Why is
called.
purple
He was
called
called
purple?
He was called. Well, because he was called Friedrich Perp.
Oh, that's
Named
right.
after him.
Yeah, Friedrich Perp. But why is it called purple? What a weird name for a colour. Mind you, all the colours got weird names. Yellow is
Yellow's
a weird
very
name.
strange.
Orange is a weird name.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Hang on.
Hold
You're
on a
right.
minute.
Magenta?
Come off it. Turquoise? I don't think so. Maybe this is what Thomas does for
That's
a job. That's why he
it
can't
is.
tell us. He's a colour namer.
Anyway, thanks for that, Thomas. OK, Clive. Now, this is good. This is good. Marie did so well in the first pass. It doesn't matter what you score here. You're through to the next round. But before you take a run up at that, Clive, tell us all about yourself.
I'm Clive. I'm also from Caerphilly. I'm 41. I'm into sports. Football, Welsh rugby.
Excellent. OK, how are you feeling about our reading here?
I knew
All right.
2. One's gone. So, as I'm already through, I'll say All the King's Men.
All the King's Men, says Clive. No red line for you. You're already through, as you say. Let's see how many of our 100 people went for men. All the King's Men. It's absolutely right. Down it goes to 76. Takes your total up to 99. You're through anyway.
Yeah, another novel set in 1930s America, political novel, one in 1947.
Thank you very much indeed, Richard. Now then, Ali, welcome back. Remind us all about yourself.
I've just graduated from the University of Bristol doing history. And
Yep.
like Joe, going to do a law conversion starting in September.
This is just great. And we discovered last time, it's all the same. You're staying in the same house. How many of your friends are staying on doing postgrads?
In our house, it's, 5 of us are staying on and then 2 more coming in.
God, I pity the 2 coming in. Do they know what they're about to land into?
Yeah, I think so. I think they know what
Okay.
they're
Okay, you know them.
Yeah,
The
yeah,
two
we know.
coming in.
Not just 2.
Okay,
strangers.
not just 2.
No.
Okay, right. Okay, 86 is your score at the moment. 47 or less is your target. So, what are the missing words from these Pulitzer Prize-winning novels?
Well, there's a couple that I know. I think. Well, one that I definitely know. I think is American Psycho. Yeah, that's the only one I know for certain. So I think, yeah, I'm going to go for American Psycho.
OK, you're going to say American Psycho for Philip Roth. Here is your red line. Is American Psycho right? Let's find out. I wondered if anyone was going to fall for that. I'm afraid not American Psycho. That scores 100 points, takes your total up to 186.
Yeah, it's not, I'm afraid. It's a wonderful novel, American Psycho, but it's Bret Easton Ellis, I'm afraid. This is, in my opinion, even better novel.
American Pastoral.
American Pastoral by Philip Roth, I'm afraid. Would have scored you 6 points as well. Would have been a terrific answer. Now, that top one is The Cane Mutiny. Would have scored you 30. Yeah. The Magnificent... Again, made into
Ambersons,
yeah, again, a famous film. That would have scored you 7, and The Shipping
News.
The Shipping News, yeah. And that would have scored 14, so the best answer on the board there is American Pastoral. Well done if you said that.
Thank you very much indeed, Richard. So at the end of our first round, the pair who are heading home with their high score of 186, I'm afraid it's Ali and Joe. I'm so sorry, far too soon to be sending you back to Bristol. But anyway, thank you very much for playing. Ali and Joe.
Thank you very much.
But for the remaining 3 pairs, it's now time for round 2. There we are, down to 3 pairs. Very well done indeed. We made it through our Pulitzer Prize-winning round. Marie, covering yourself in glory there. Very well done indeed, our lowest individual scorer. In fact, Marie and Clive, our lowest combined scorers. Well done. Anyway, best of luck for round 2. Our category for round 2 today is World Geography. Can you all decide in your pairs who's going to go first, who's going to go second? And whoever's going first, please step up to the podium. OK, let's find out what our question is. Here it comes. We gave 100 people 100 seconds to name as many countries containing the letter O as they could, Richard.
Yeah, classic old-school pointless here, looking for any country of the world which contains the letter O in its usual short-form name in English. As always, by country, we mean a sovereign state that's a member of the UN in its own right. And we won't accept United Kingdom.
Oh, yes, there it is. Sorry, I had to...
Yes.
It took me a little while, thinking, well, of course you wouldn't. It hasn't got an R.
Ah, right at the end.
It hasn't got an R, but it has got an O. Oh.
Oh.
Thank you very much. Now, Marie.
OK. I'm rubbish with geography, but I am going to say Mozambique, even though I know it's going to be high.
Mozambique, says Marie. Well, you say you know it's going to be high. Let's find out. Looking pretty good to me, Marie. Still looking good. Oh! 1. Turns out you know nothing, Marie. Obviously, lots of good answers.
You're really surprised, yeah.
There we are, 1 for Mozambique.
I mean, that's an object lesson to presenting your answers differently, isn't it?
Yeah.
You should go, I've got about 50 of these. I'm going to go for Mozambique. And you'd have looked amazing. Yeah, it's got an O in it. It's got a Q and a Z in it. Can't say that about many countries.
No, you cannot.
In the round, countries with a Q and Z in them, Mozambique, I suspect, would be the highest scorer.
I should think. Thank you very much indeed. Now, right, Chris.
OK, usually not too bad on geography. I'll go for Oman.
Oman, says Chris. Let's see how many of our 100 people said Oman. Down that goes to 19. 19 for Oman.
Yeah, bigger scorer there because the O is very
it's quite prominent.
Present, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not mucking about at all.
No. Also, I think being a civil engineer, I should think. Something tells me I reckon Chris has worked in.
Oh, he'll have been out there.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure. There's not a civil engineer
engineers. They love it. They love a geography round.
Yeah.
They love it.
Don't they just?
They've
been all sorts of places, building all sorts of things.
Yeah.
And
the infrastructure. There's plenty of that.
Civil engineer.
Oh man.
Yeah, I would think so.
Got it. Thank you very much. Now, Thomas.
Hello.
We look at any country with an O in its name.
So, having learned from the last round, I think I might take a bit of a risk.
OK.
And go with Solomon Islands.
Solomon Islands. Solomon Islands. Says, I like that, by the way. Let's see if it's right. Let's see how many of our 100 people went for the Solomon Islands. Very good, Thomas. 19's the high score, 1 is the low. You pass the high score, you land on the low. There we are, Solomon Islands.
Very well played, Thomas. That's the way to play it, isn't it? Exactly right. Understood the way to do it. 3 O's in Solomon. There you go.
Thank you very much. Well, we are halfway through the round. Let's have a look at those scores. Only 2 scores between the 3 pairs. 1 is the low score. Marie and Clive, Samantha and Thomas, all on 1. Then 19 is where we find Chris and Lynn. Very, very best of luck to you, Lynn. You're a little bit ahead there, so we need a low score from you. Anyway, let's see what happens in the next pass. We're going to come back down the line now. Will the second players please step up to the podium? So, Sam, remember, we're looking at any country that has the letter O in its short form name.
I'm going to go for, I think, El Salvador.
El Salvador, says Sam. Here is your red line. Get below that with El Salvador. You're into the head-to-head. Right. Well done. That's another one. It's another one. There we are. Taking your total up to 2.
Yeah, it means the saviour in Spanish, El Salvador. Lots of ones going. I promise there are pointless answers out there.
I reckon there was, in our 100, there was probably a civil engineer there who just said, yeah, I know all of these.
Yeah, exactly.
I know all of these.
Someone who's irrigated a dam in El Salvador.
Exactly. Yeah. Put a load-bearing structure up somewhere.
Yeah, exactly. Probably cash in hand.
Yeah, I should think. Yeah. Thank you very much indeed. Lynn.
OK.
Now.
I'm going to say Tonga.
Tonga, says Lynn. OK, no red line for you as you're the high scorers. Let's see how many of our 100 people said Tonga. It is right. It's another good answer. Well done. Down it goes to 3, taking your total up to 22.
Well played, Lynn. It's the only country in the world that's an anagram of a soft drink.
That's good. Now, Clive, we have a target for you, which is 20. 20 or less. We look at any country with an O in its name.
Geography's not my strongest point, but I got a country. I'm going to say Gabon.
Gabon. Oh, it's not my strongest suit. I don't know. What about Gabon? There's your red line. Let's see you fail to get below that with Gabon. There you go. Very well done indeed. Down to 3. Superb. Taking your total up to 4.
They are very well suited, Marie and Clive. Both pulled exactly the same stroke there. It's, very well played, everyone, in that round. That's terrific stuff. Now, before we do the pointless answers, I'll give you some more of the low scorers. You would have got 2 for Andorra, Angola, Democratic Republic of the Congo, Lebanon, Singapore, Togo, Trinidad and Tobago. You'd have got 1 for Burkina Faso, Djibouti, Dominica, Lesotho, Moldova, Montenegro, and South Sudan. And now here are the pointless answers.
Timor-Leste.
Oh, Timor-Leste? Sure. Well, let's find out, shall we? Cabo Verde, it's what we call the Cape Verde Islands now. The Comoros, another island group. Côte d'Ivoire, pointless answer. Micronesia, North Macedonia, San Marino. No Timor-Leste yet. There it is. Timor-Leste.
There we go.
Sao Tome and Principe and Sierra Leone. Very well done if you got any of those.
Thank you very much indeed, Richard. Well, we are at the end of our second round. We have to say goodbye to one of our pairs. I'm afraid, Lynn and Chris, this is where we say goodbye to you. But you played incredibly well up to this point. It all bodes very well for your return next time. We'll look forward to that. But meantime, thank you so much, Chris and Lynn. But for the remaining 2 pairs, it is now time for the head-to-head. Congratulations, Marie and Clive, Sam and Thomas. You're now 1 step closer to the final and a chance to play for our jackpot, which currently stands at £8,250. Oh, it's the head-to-head, though. That means from here on in, you chat before you give your answers. First pair to win 2 questions will be playing for that jackpot.
Well, listen, it's 2 new pairs, isn't it? And it's a huge jackpot as well, so it could be a proper smash-and-grab raid for somebody. The thing to watch out for, guys, on that second podium, is if at any point Marie and Clive say, oh, this is not really our subject, you're in trouble. You're in trouble when they say that.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what else I can say, but that's a nice jackpot as well. Very best of luck to both pairs. Let's play the head-to-head. OK, here is your first question. And it concerns famous Carls and Carls.
I'm going to show you 5 pictures now of famous Carls or Carls. Can you name the Carl or Carl you're about to see, please?
Right, yes. So 5 famous Carls or Carls on the board coming up, and here they are. We've got Carl A, Carl B, Carl C, Carl D, and Carl E. There we are. Now, Marie and Clive, you will go first because you're our low scorers. Feel free to confer.
I know a few. We know quite a few. But we're going to go for E, which is...
Carl Lewis.
OK, Carl Lewis for E, Carl Lewis. Now, Sam and Thomas, do you want to talk us through the other Carls?
Yeah, I think A is Karl Lagerfeld, C is Carl Pilkington, and I think you know the others.
I'd a guess, I think possibly B's Carl Sagan.
Who's D?
I'm just coming up with a Carl now. Carl Frampton or someone, maybe.
Should we go with C, maybe? Or do you think
A.
B? Oh, I think people know it's a recognisable person.
Go ahead.
Gonna go with C, Carl Pilkington.
C, Carl Pilkington. So we have Carl Lewis and Carl Pilkington. Marie and Clive went for Carl Lewis for E. Let's see how many of our 100 people said Carl Lewis. It's right. 30. 30 for Carl Lewis. Meanwhile, Sam and Thomas have gone for Carl Pilkington for C. Let's see if that's right. Let's see how many people said Pilkington. It is Carl Pilkington. Oh, it's going to be... Oh! 35 for Carl Pilkington. Very well done indeed, Marie and Clive. After one question, you're up 1-0.
Yes, a big score for Carl Pilkington, the star of An Idiot Abroad, of course. Now, Sam and Thomas, if you'd said A, it is Karl Lagerfeld. Let's see what that would have scored you. 22 points.
I'm sorry.
Now, B, if you'd taken a risk, maybe gone for Carl Sagan, let's see what would have happened. Got 7 points.
Nice that we got a lovely, beautiful, crisp shot of Carl there.
Well, that is taken from the moon.
Ah,
yeah.
There you go.
He's the astronomer, of course.
Yeah.
To explain that joke. Now, D, I think you worked out he was a boxer, not Frampton. That is Carl Froch. Carl Froch. He would have scored you 13 points. So the best answer on the board was Carl Sagan. Well done if you said that.
OK, here comes your second question, Sam and Thomas. You do get to answer it first, but you have to win this one to stay in the game, so good luck. Our second question today is all about little things. It's the little things that matter, obviously.
It really is in this question, yeah. 5 clues to things that contain the word little somewhere.
Very good. OK, let's reveal our 5 little clues. And here they are. We've got 19th century American battle, which is also known as Custer's Last Stand, character played by Michael K. Williams in US crime drama series The Wire, children's novel by Francis Hodgson Burnett about a boy's claim to an English earldom, the Sussex seaside town on the River Arun, and the 1999 family film about an adopted mouse voiced by Michael J. Fox. I'll read those again for you. 19th century American battle, which is also known as Custer's Last Stand, character played by Michael K. Williams in US crime drama series The Wire, children's novel by Francis Hodgson Burnett about a boy's claim to an English earldom, the Sussex seaside town on the River Arun, and the 1999 family film about an adopted mouse voiced by Michael J. Fox. Sam and Thomas will go first.
We're going to go with the first one on the board. You say it.
The Battle of Little Bighorn.
The Battle of Little Bighorn, say Sam and Thomas. Now then, Marie and Clive, do you fancy talking us through the rest of that board?
Take a gamble.
We know the bottom one, Stuart Little. We think we know the book one.
The children's novel, and we're going to take a punt on it. I think it's The Little Prince.
The Little Prince?
I think, yeah.
OK, that's the one you're going to go for. So we have the Battle of Little Bighorn and we have the Little Prince. Sam and Thomas went for the Battle of Little Bighorn, also known as Custer's Last Stand. Let's see how many of our 100 people said that. The Battle of Little Bighorn takes us down to 40, not bad at all. Marie and Clive have gone for the Little Prince. Let's see if that's right. Let's see how many of our 100 people said it. I'm afraid not the Little Prince, which means well done, Sam and Thomas. After 2 questions, you're back in the game. It's 1-1.
Yeah, perfectly good guess. There's a famous book, The Little Princess, Antoine de Saint-Exupéry, though. And this one, it's a name you know as well.
Little Lord Fauntleroy.
Little Lord Fauntleroy, yeah. And that would have scored you 17 points as well, would have seen you through. Now, the character played by Michael K. Williams, well, he's Omar, but Omar's surname is Little, so it's Omar Little. And that would have scored you 8. The Sussex seaside town.
Littlehampton.
Littlehampton, yep. Would have scored you 27. And the family film, you're quite right, was Stuart Little, but would have scored you far too many points, because it would have scored 69 points there.
Thank you very much indeed, Richard. This is very exciting and I think appropriate. With a jackpot that size, I think we've got to play this till the last minute. The third question, the decider. Whoever wins this one goes through to the final to play for that jackpot. So very best of luck to both pairs. Our third question this afternoon is all about concert films and music documentaries. Richard.
Yep, going to show the titles of 5 of those now and the initials of the band that they were about. Can you name these bands, please? Very, very best of luck to both pairs.
Thank you very much indeed. Let's reveal our 5 concert films and music documentaries, and here they are. Supersonic, O, 2016. Stop Making Sense, TH, 1984. Homecoming, B, 2019. Sign of the Times, P, 1987. And The Insatiable Ones, S, 2018. Let me read those again. Supersonic, Stop Making Sense, Homecoming, Sign of the Times, and The Insatiable Ones. There we are. Now, Marie and Clive, you get to go first.
What was the first one? Sign of the Times is brilliant. Right, knowledge isn't great here.
Uh-oh.
No, really not great. We know 2. So the one I'm going to go for is a bit of a guess, but I think it's a bit obvious, is Sign of the Times, and that would be Prince.
OK, Prince, say Marie and Clive. Now, Sam and Thomas, talk us through the rest of that board if you can.
Again, not a great topic for us. I think the top one, Supersonic, is Oasis, but the one we're going to go for is Homecoming, which is Beyonce. OK, Beyonce, Homecoming. So we have Prince and we have Beyonce. Marie and Clive went for Prince for Sign of the Times. Let's see if that's right. Let's see how many people said it. It's right. That goes down to 32. There's just no way of knowing which one of these is going to come out on top here. Sam and Thomas, meanwhile, have gone for Beyonce for Homecoming. Let's see how many of our 100 people said it. It's right. It looked... Ooh, 36 for Beyonce. Which means very well done indeed, Marie and Clive. After 3 questions, you're through to the final 2-1.
Very, very close. Well played, both teams. Great head-to-head. Supersonic wouldn't have won you the points either because it would have scored you 50. Now, these other 2 are the best 2 answers. Stop Making Sense.
Talking Heads.
Talking Heads, yep. That would have won you the point, would have scored 14. The Insatiable Ones, I'm in this documentary. It's about my brother's band.
Suede.
Suede, yeah. And that would have scored 10 points. Best answer on the board. Well done if you said that.
Very good. Well, thank you very much indeed. So the pair leaving us at the end of the head-to-head, I'm afraid, Sam and Thomas. But it's one of those nice head-to-head departures where we're going to see you again next time. And I would say, on the evidence I have before me, I think you'll do pretty well next time as well. So we'll look forward to that. Sam and Thomas, thank you very much indeed. But for Marie and Clive, it is now time for our Pointless Final. Huge congratulations, Marie and Clive. You've seen off all the competition and you have won our coveted Pointless trophy.
Yes, very pleased with that.
Well, I know.
Yeah.
That's what I come for.
Oh, exactly. But this is a nice little bonus. You now have a chance to play for our Pointless jackpot. And at the end of today's show, the jackpot is standing at £8,250. Let's not forget. Whew, what do you want to see come up in this last round?
Sport.
OK, 4 things are going to appear on the board behind me. We just have to hope there's something up there you like the look of. Today's categories are Motown acts, Shakespeare's tragedies, classic 1990s UK TV drama, Grand Slam tennis in 2019. Do you want to talk us through that board? What are you thinking?
First 2, no.
Dramas? No?
Yeah.
If we go tennis, it's all on me.
Exactly. That's why I want to choose tennis. Are you comfortable with tennis? If you are, we'll go for it.
Go Grand Slam tennis.
Yeah.
Grand Slam tennis it is.
Clive, that's a gutsy call. Well done. Probably the right thing to do, I think. If one of you knows more about something, you've got to go for it. Listen, we all wish you the very best of luck. Here are your 3 questions. We are looking for any player who reached the 3rd round, at least the 3rd round, in any of the following competitions, please. Anyone who reached the 3rd round in the women's singles at the Australian Open, anyone who reached the 3rd round in the men's singles at the French Open, or anyone who reached the 3rd round in the mixed doubles at Wimbledon. So in 2019, anyone who reached the 3rd round in one of those 3 competitions, we all wish you the very, very best of luck for that £8,250.
Thank you very much indeed, Richard. Now, as always, you've got up to a minute to come up with 3 answers. All you need to win that jackpot is for just one of your answers to be pointless. You don't have to answer all 3. Just focus on whichever one or ones you like the look of. Are you ready?
Yeah, go.
OK, let's put 60 seconds up on the clock. There they are. Your time starts now.
Right, which one do you feel more comfortable with? Which category?
I honestly don't know.
Mixed doubles and men's singles?
Men's singles at the French Open.
3rd round.
Always. Women's singles.
Down, just think it's fine. Come on.
Do you know any players? No.
Yeah, obviously.
I know
but I know the big
ones.
names like
Yeah,
Federer and, obvious names.
Right. My mind's gone blank. Sorry.
10 seconds left.
Uh-huh. You've got to say the names.
I know, I'm trying to think in my head. Sorry, right.
I don't even know what you're going to say.
No, me.
OK,
right.
that is your time up.
I don't even know what I'm going to say, right.
OK, Clive, what are you going to give us?
I go 1 in the women's singles at the Australian Open. Caroline Wozniacki.
Caroline Wozniacki.
The men's singles at the French Open, go Stan Wawrinka.
Stan Wawrinka.
And
Just say any.
mixed doubles at Wimbledon, Jamie Murray.
OK, Jamie Murray. OK, of those 3 good answers there. Which is your best shot at a pointless answer, do you think?
Caroline Wozniacki.
OK, and least likely to be pointless?
Jamie Murray.
Jamie Murray. OK, Wawrinka goes in the middle. OK, very
Well
good.
done.
OK, well, let's put those answers up on the board. And here they are. We have got Jamie Murray, Stan Wawrinka, and Caroline Wozniacki. There we are. 3 good answers on the board. Wouldn't it be lovely if one of these answers turned out to be pointless and won you that jackpot, £8,250? What would you like to do with it, Marie, if you were to win?
Oh, there's so much. Our eldest son's going to America next year, so
Right.
that would be a huge help on sending him on his way with a bit of extra spending money, maybe, if he's a good boy. And our youngest would obviously deserve a big treat if his big brother's getting one. And just a lovely family holiday would be amazing.
That would be nice.
Yeah.
Clive, anything else you want to add to that?
Similar. I'd probably go and watch Liverpool play. Never mind the family holiday.
OK. Well, very, very best of luck. Your first answer was Jamie Murray. In this case, we were looking for anyone in the mixed doubles at Wimbledon from round 3 onwards. If Jamie Murray is pointless, you will leave here with £8,250. How many people said Jamie Murray? No. Not Jamie Murray for 2019. OK, let's move swiftly on to your next answer. Stan Wawrinka. In this case, we were looking for anyone in the men's singles at the French Open, round 3 and beyond. Let us find out how many of our 100 people said Stan Wawrinka for £8,250. Is he pointless?
Is it right?
Wawrinka is absolutely right. Jamie Murray was incorrect. Stan Wawrinka, though, taking us down through the 20s, into the teens, and into single figures. Yes, into single figures. Down we go. Stan Wawrinka 3. That's an excellent score.
Oh, wow.
A fabulous score there. Annoyingly, we only accept pointless answers in this last round, so we have to turn to your third and final answer, Caroline Wozniacki. If Caroline Wozniacki is a pointless answer in the context of women's singles round 3 and beyond in the Australian Open, you leave here with £8,250. How many of our 100 people named Caroline Wozniacki? It's right. Jamie Murray, your first answer was incorrect. Your second answer, Stan Wawrinka, took us all the way down to 3. Caroline Wozniacki now in single figures, still going down. Still sticking at 3 again.
25. Go on.
Wow. 2 threes, though, in this final round. But I'm afraid you didn't manage to find the all-important pointless answer, so I'm afraid you don't win today's jackpot. But let's not forget, you've played phenomenally across the whole show, and in recognition of that, you get to take home a pair of pointless trophies. So something to remember the show by there. Anyway.
Yeah, and listen, Clive, it's exactly the right thing to do, is to go for it if you know stuff. That 60 seconds goes so quickly, but if you want to win £8 grand, I think you did exactly the right thing. You know, at the Working Men's Club, they're all shouting out answers now, aren't they? They've all got one. But, you know, I'd like to see them up here try to get one. Let's start, shall we, with the women's singles at the Australian Open. No one too, obviously, apart from maybe Madison Keys, would have been a very good answer. Elise Mertens, Elina Svitolina and Anastasia Savastova. Let's take a look at the men's, though. There'll be names you know here. Fognini, the Italian, was a pointless answer. He actually beat Roberto Bautista Agut in that third round. Fognini lost to Sasha Zverev. Grigor Dimitrov was a pointless answer. Nicolas Mahut, much more famous over here for that game he played against John Isner years ago at Wimbledon. Benoit Paire, another Frenchman, was a pointless answer. David Goffin, lots of pointless answers there. Federer, Nadal, Djokovic, all the obvious ones. No point saying them. They were all big scorers. Now, the mixed doubles, Jamie got knocked out in round 2, really, in that year. Andy got through to the third round with Serena, but they were both big scorers. Yelena Ostapenko, Letitia Chan, Nicole Medikar, Robert Lindstedt, who played in the final with Ostapenko as well. They were all pointless answers. There's nothing too awful there, is it?
I only knew one of them, 2 of them, that was all I knew.
Well, that's perfect, isn't it? But it's exactly the one to go for, though. Exactly the one to go for.
Thank you very much, Richard, and thank you once again, Marie and Clive. I'm sorry you didn't win our jackpot today. That will therefore roll over onto the next show, when we will be playing for £9,250. Join us then, see if someone can win it. Meanwhile, it's goodbye from Richard.
Goodbye.
And it's goodbye from me. Goodbye.